What's going on, everyone? Back here today with another installment of the recent changes playlist. And today's episode, we're going to be going over some changes that have just been made during the agenda phase. So these changes don't actually pertain to game mechanics, but to accessible information by the user during the agenda phase. Now, if you're not familiar with the agenda phase, you can head on over to the app introductory series and you'll be able to find the relevant video in there, which should be towards the end, probably in either the 9th or 10th video, as the agenda phase is the last real step in the game here. But on to the relevant changes. So you'll notice, if you don't already know, that during the agenda phase, you have the active agenda card. And currently, we have one of those here. We're in a game where Mechatol Rex has been taken, and we're currently on the first of two agendas for this agenda phase. The first agenda is Senate Sanctuary, and I'll read it for you. It tells you to elect a cultural planet, and then to attach this card to the elected planets card. The influence value of this planet is increased by 2. So the first thing I want to go over is double-clicking the active agenda, and you'll get a current summary of everyone's voting power and what they voted. So we have the player's name and the player's faction, the amount of influence remaining, and the current outcome of their vote. Now, the first change is that when Political Secret is played, that's now going to be showing inside the voting ballot summary. So Political Secret means that if you were to play this, right, it's a promissory note that you'd have gotten through a trade. If you play someone's Political Secret during the step after an agenda is revealed, when an agenda is revealed, then that player won't be able to vote. So here we're playing Charlie as the Embers of Mwat, and we actually have the yellow Political Secret, which is Bob's, the Emirates of Hakan, and Alice's Political Secret, the blue player, the Federation of Soul. So because we're in this step of the game, we're going to be able to play one or even two of these Political Secret cards. So let's do that. And I want to draw a focus here to the ballot summary. So currently all it says is that everyone has not voted. But we're going to go ahead and first activate Bob's Political Secret. And now Alice and Bob will pass on this ability round, and it'll come back to us, Charlie, and we'll also play Alice's Political Secret. So now neither Alice nor Bob can vote. Previously, you'd have to reference the game log to see this. While this is okay, the game log is more for looking at things that have happened in the past, whereas things that are currently going on, especially when it comes to voting, should pertain to the current ballot summary. Now, we're in the stage when an agenda is revealed still, so we'll pass again through this, and then we get to the step after an agenda is revealed. So we'll pass through that, and then we'll get to the voting stage. So currently we're waiting for Charlie to vote, and that's us. And now if we go over and double click the active agenda, we'll see under Alice's outcome, Alice cannot vote. And in parentheses, we see Political Secret there. And the same is true for Bob. Bob cannot vote because of the Political Secret card. So the only one who can vote currently is us. All right. So previously, before this video, this wasn't the case. It could have slipped your mind here if you didn't reference the game log that someone couldn't have voted because their political secret was activated. And this could potentially be game breaking for a player who's making decisions. Actually, this recommendation came from someone who's playtested the app, and they made a very good suggestion here that we need to show this. And I think the more information you have, the better. You want as much information about the current situation as possible, and you want it to be as obvious as possible, right? You don't want it hidden away somewhere in the game log. You want it to be right where you expect to find it. So that's nice. Now, let's go ahead and vote this through. Currently, we have to vote for a cultural planet, and there's only one cultural planet being controlled, and that's Quan, which currently belongs to Bob. So we'll go ahead and select Quan, and we'll cast a vote for it. So if you haven't seen how voting works, you can go into the relevant video in the introductory app series, and I won't repeat myself here for the sake of people who've already seen it. So I'll just vote. And so Charlie has voted 1 for Quan, and now Alice and Bob have no choice but to abstain. All right, so the outcome was for Quan. Very good. All right, so the second agenda has now been revealed, and it's core mining. So we have to elect a hazardous planet. And we're just going to pass through the ability rounds here really quickly. All right, so we're back to our tab. Charlie needs to cast votes. Now, remember that the agenda that just got voted was Senate Sanctuary. And Senate Sanctuary, well, it's kind of hard to see here, but I'll bring it up on Bob's screen since he owns the card. There it is. So what does Senate Sanctuary do? It's going to increase the influence value of this planet by 2. So Quan right now is going to have a total influence of 3. And if we count up Bob's influence, we have 1, 2, plus 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, in previous editions of the app, before this video was made, that modifier wasn't being accounted for in the voting ballot summary. So having an actual total of 11, the ballot summary was actually not including Senate Sanctuary, for example, and would have only have showed 9. But yeah, so again, just double checking, 1, 2, 3, plus 2 from Senate Sanctuary is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So going up to the ballot summary and looking at Bob, we should expect now to see 11, since none of the planets have been used yet for voting. And indeed, we see that. So that's great. This I would call a bug fix. Not showing the total influence is definitely a bug. Whereas the outcome was more of an additional feature. So yeah, I would say this video, we're combining a bug and a feature update, or a change to the ballot summary. But yeah, I just thought it would be good to update you guys on that. At least we have it now in a video, and you never have to worry about, is the app telling you that, right, someone's voting power is exactly what it is, right? Imagine this said 9 currently, right? And Alice and Charlie decided, oh, we have 10 votes and Bob only has 9. So if we pool our votes together, we're going to be able to team up and just beat Bob. But little do they know, if they hadn't gone into the player info and manually counted up all the influence that Bob had, they would actually be losing the vote. So very important update here. Very important change. All right. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video, just some updates to the ballot summary. And yeah, we'll cut it there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Take care.